Come along with us for another Catalina 22 National Sailing Association cruise, this time October 2023. Our destination, the historic fishing village of McClellanville, some 35 miles north of Charleston, South Carolina. In this fourth video, we take advantage of the Dock and Dine feature of Leland Oil Company dock in McClellanville and take in some of the local art scene. Plans for later in the day are upended when we make an unplanned stop in the ICW. The business district in the village of McClellanville is not more than a block long and consists of a few art studios, including the McClellanville Arts Council, real estate agents, T.W. Graham and Company restaurant, and the little gift shop Oscar and Cornelius. In addition to some unique home decor and boutique items, O&C is the home of 30-plus local artisans and jewelers and prides itself on being local and supporting the community. The day we visited, they were having a sale to support the local Shrimpers Association.
From Charleston.
Oh, cool.
And we're just going to do this little walkabout, and then we've got to head back.
Oh, well, welcome. I'm Ashley.
The shop is owned by two best cousins, Taylor and Ashley, who decided to name it after their childhood nicknames, Oscar and Cornelius.
We support over 30 local artisans, and Jenna's here. She runs the store when I'm out running. So I'm very, very thankful.
Well, thank you, Jenna.
Yeah.
Appreciate you being here.
Thank you
Great.
guys.
Yeah.
Can I offer you guys a mimosa? There's mimosas outside, or...
Combining vintage with new and local handmade goods, the store offers a little bit of the Low Country for everyone. We posed for a group photo in the back of her decorated pickup truck and got a farewell hug from the owner, Ashley. In a small town like McClellanville, neighbors look out for each other and for strangers too. Marie was a stranger to us, but she noticed we were visiting and surmised we were from the marina and offered to take the packages Ted was carrying to the marina office for him. It seemed like the most natural thing in the world to accept her kind offer.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you so much, Marie. That's so kind. Bye-bye.
Well, that's nice to see that.
Our next stop was the McClellanville Arts Council on the corner of Catalina and Pinckney Streets. Stacy Green, a glass artist born in New Zealand, answers our questions about the work presented in the gift shop.
These are pressed, right?
Yes.
Including the delicate jellyfish we admired. She explains the mission of the council.
Yeah, we're actually an arts council.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're a non-profit.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the gallery that we switch out artists
Sure.
every couple of months. And then we have the gift shop, of course, that supports us really, and membership supports us. And then we have a studio on the other side where we teach classes.
Nice. A lot of children's classes, I
Yeah.
think I remember reading about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Teaching glass or something else?
No, I'm actually teaching the chunky knit blanket class. People have been wanting to learn how to do it. Yeah. So So we're just all local artists, really, from sort of Polly's Island down to Isle of Palms, really.
Mm-hmm.
So, hello.
A short walk back into the dock takes us past the former McClellanville Middle School. Originally built in 1921 as a public school for all ages, it closed in 1974. The Charleston County School District sold the building to the town of McClellanville in December of 2022. The town plans to use the facility to serve the children and families in the area. Markers and monuments erected in the shadow of the grand oaks tell the history of the families that call McClellanville home, including this monument and green space dedicated to the World War II veterans, and the plaque remembering Richard T. Morrison, one of the founders of McClellanville.
Her name was Maria, I think, or Marie.
Within minutes, we're back at Leland Dock. Ted collects the treasures Maria delivered, and we are underway for the anchorage. At 12:20, all boats weigh anchor, and we head back down the ICW for an overnight at Capers Island. ETA, 1800. Sunset at 1830. Rhapsody takes the lead. Just as Wingin' It and Shawnee enter the ICW, we catch sight of the wing-keeled Rhapsody aground on a high spot on the edge of a mound of oyster shell, some 20 feet wide. Shawnee anchors in about 8 feet of water just outside the channel as Wingin' It drops a tow line and circles around the mound. Attempts to pull the grounded boat off the mound are thwarted by the outgoing tide.
Low tide is like 2:30.
In an hour and a half, we'll be at the same place we are now. It goes down and comes up. Go down, man, you can drown.
We tried attaching a second line, but the fast-moving tide had Rhapsody's bow out of the water, and we were concerned about winging it, getting caught up in the shallows. At the peak of the receding tide, we could see about 4 feet of the top of the mound, and the goal was to turn Rhapsody's stern into deeper water. All hands, except this photographer, made attempts to work with the wakes of other boats to rock Rhapsody off the mound, but to no use. Low tide about 14:30, and the depth sounder on Shawnee marks our status. The tide begins to rise again, and about 15:50, swinging it in for another try. Within 10 minutes, a fleet of 3 power boats comes screaming out of 5 Fathom Creek. and their wakes helped to free Rhapsody at 16:04. The 3.5-hour ordeal over at last. The sun will set in just a little over 2 hours, so we quickly consider our options and locate a suitable anchorage just beyond Buck Hall Boat Landing in Graham Creek, near red marker 64.
Red marker 64. Way out there on the horizon is more of this marsh. I was thinking it almost looks like the ocean, but it's not.
The mouth of Graham Creek is in the shallows of the Cape Romain National Wildlife Refuge. And our anchorage gave us a pristine view. We anchored just as the sun was setting and watched as the full moon rose over the marsh.
That's the moon.